Welcome you all back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss another problem about minimizing DFSM. The previous video actually was a longer one. If you are interested only in the solution, you can skip and you can directly move on to the solution. And now in this video, I'm not going to explain any definition or anything. Directly, I'm going to provide you the solution. This is a question I have taken from the question paper. This is a model question paper released by VTU. The same problem I'm going to solve now. So I have already written the problem here. So this is the given transition table. Suppose in the question paper, if transition diagram is given, better to convert into transition table. Okay. Directly we move on to the solution. First I'm finding the equivalence class 0. Equivalence class 0 means the given states must be divided into final and non-final states. So what are all the non-final states? Except D, everything is a non-final state. A, B, C, E, F, G, H. And D is a final state. So equivalence class 0 is done. Equivalence class 0 means nothing but the length of the string is 0. Okay, now we move on to the equivalence class 1 where the length of the string is going to be 1. Right? So I'm going to consider the states A and B. I'm going to check in the transition table. So from A and B, on reading 0, it goes to BA. So consider the resulting states B and A. B and A are present in the same set. Okay. Now A and B, on reading the input 1, it goes to A and it goes to C, where A and C also belong to the same set. So what is the conclusion? The conclusion is A and B are indistinguishable at this point. Okay. Now consider A and C now. Okay. So when you consider A and C, on reading 0, it goes to B and D. Of course, B is in the set and D is in another set. So C and A are distinguishable. You cannot write C along with A. So let us separate it. Let us write C here. Okay, now consider A and E. Consider A and E. When you check the transition table A and E, on reading 0, it goes to B and D. B is in one set and D is in another set. So you cannot write E along with A. So what is the next step? We will check whether E can be merged with C. Okay, so let us compare E and C now. So go to the transition table. Consider the states C and E. C and E on 0 goes to D. One set. C and E, on reading 1, it goes to B and F. Of course, this B and F also belongs to the same set. So, E can be written along with C. In the sense, C and E are indistinguishable. Now, consider the state F. Now, check A and F first. Alright? You can check even B and F also. Anything is possible. Now, as usual, I consider A and F, the pair A and F. A and F, on reading 0, it goes to B and G. B and G belong to the same set. Okay. The same A and F, on reading 1, it goes to A and E. So A and E also belong to the same set. In the sense, I can write F along with A, meaning A and F are indistinguishable. Now let me consider G now. Now I have to take the pair of states A and G. So A and G, on reading 0, it goes to B and F. Of course, B and F belong to the same set. A and G, on reading 1, it goes to A and G itself. So A and G are indistinguishable. Now we move on to the state H. Again, check for A and H first. A and H, on reading 0, it goes to B and G. So B and G belong to the same set. No issues. A and H, on reading 1, it goes to A. But from H, on reading 1, it goes to D. So A is non-final set of states. D is a final state. isn't it? So A and H are distinguishable. So you cannot write H along with this A. So close this set. But let me check whether H can be written along with the C or E. You can check C and H or E and H also. Anything you can choose. Let me go with E and H now. I am going to check whether this H can be written along with this set. For that I can choose either C or E to compare. So I'll check E and H. E and H, on reading 0, it goes to D and G. So D is one set and G is another set. So obviously I cannot write H along with any of the sets. I have to write it separately. D you have to write as it is. So equivalence class 1 is done. Now we move on to equivalence class 2. So H and D further you cannot disintegrate. Only concern you have to consider these two sets. So now let me check A and B. AB on reading 0 goes to BA. Fine, belongs to the same set. AB on reading 1 it goes to A. From B on reading 1 it goes to C. Two different states. So at this point A and B are distinguishable. Now I consider F. A and F you take. A and F on reading 0 it goes to BG. Same set. A and F on reading 1, it goes to AE. AE is different. So you cannot write F along with A. Check whether F can be written along with B here. Right? So consider B and F. B and F on reading 0, it goes to AG. A and G belongs to the same set. Now B and F, on reading 1 it goes to C. Of course the C and E belongs to the same set. So you can write F here. So B and F belong to the same set. Now consider A and G. So A and G on reading 0 it goes to B and F. Same set. A and G on reading 1 it goes to A and G itself. In the sense, you can write G along with A, meaning A and G are indistinguishable. So this set is divided into two subsets here. Okay, now let us go with the C and E and we check. C and E on reading 0, it goes to D. Right, it belongs to the same set. C and E on reading 1, it goes to B and F. Of course, where B and F also belongs to the same set. So even at this step also C and E are indistinguishable. Let me write the remaining sets as it is. So we found equivalence class 2. What about equivalence class 3? So all these three subsets you have to check now. A and G on reading 0 it goes to B and F. Same set. When you are building equivalence class 3, you have to build it from equivalence class 2. So A and G on reading 0, it goes to B and F, which is belonging to the same set. A and G on reading 1, it goes to AG. So here also A and G are indistinguishable. Now check, let us check B and F. B and F on reading 0, it goes to AG, same set. B and F on reading 1, it goes to CE. Of course, C and E belong to the same set. So B, F are further indistinguishable here also. C and E in this step itself indistinguishable. So I hope it continues here also. Let us check it out. CE on reading 0, it goes to D. CE on reading 1, it goes to BF. Of course, B and F belong to the same set. That's all. When you are finding the equivalence class 3, there is no change. Equivalence class 2 and equivalence class 3 is one and the same. So when you try to find equivalence class 4, 5 and so on, the result is going to be the same. So now let me draw the DFSM. You have to draw the DFSM. That's the final solution. A and G is one set. B and F is one set. CE is one set. H, you can draw the states wherever you want. Only thing you have to take care of the transition connection. That's it. A is the start state. So this will be the start state. D is the final state. So you double circle here. From the transition table, I'm drawing it. A and G on reading 0, it goes to BF. So on reading 0, it goes to B. G also on reading 0, it goes to F. That's why we are connecting the transition here. From A on reading 1, it goes to A itself. And G also on reading 1, it goes to G itself. That is why it's a self loop here. From the transition table, we have understood this. B and F on reading 0, it goes to AG. Yes. B and F on reading 1, it goes to C. C and E on reading 0, it goes to D. C and E on reading 1, it goes to BF. From D on reading 0, it's a self loop. From D on reading 1, it goes to F. So you connect it here. Connect to the state BF where F is present. Then from H on reading 0, it goes to G. From H on reading 1, it goes to D. That's all. We are done with the design of DFSM. So this is the solution for the problem. Thank you, students. I'll meet you in another video.